Gina Carano will not be returning to the Disney Plus television series The Mandalorian. After Lucasfilm announced there were no plans for the actor to come back after her abhorrent and unacceptable posts on social media. There is more to come in this video, so hold tight. You are watching Watch Culture, and today we are going to talk about what possibly could happen after Gina Carano was fired from The Mandalorian. Make sure to subscribe to see exciting new updates in the world of entertainment. Gina has been there for the last 2 seasons, playing tough-as-nails mercenary ally Cara Dune on the show. This decision was, frankly, a long time coming. Carano has a history of expressing noxious beliefs, including a slew of social media posts trafficking in explicit anti-Semitism, transphobia, sedition-stirring sentiment, and more. She will not be missed. Carano had previously been at the center of social media controversy when she was accused of mocking people who state their preferred pronouns online by placing the words "beep" on her Twitter profile, and had shared conspiracy theories in November about the result of the 2020 US presidential election. Carano also previously ridiculed the wearing of masks to protect against COVID-19. Now, the question arises, who is going to replace Gina Carano in The Mandalorian? Big question. Here are some of the performers who would be excellent additions to the world of the masked man, his beautiful green son, and a whole lot of favors. Whether they play Cara Dune explicitly or a new character with a similar narrative purpose, these performers have proven time and time again what an asset they are to any action role. Rebecca Ferguson. Rebecca Ferguson will simply steal The Mandalorian. Don't forget her performance in Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation, where she yanks that sucker away from everyone else with an inimitable combination of brains, bronze, and cleanly cool charisma. Denai Guerra. In her dual-action breakthrough roles in Black Panther and The Walking Dead, Denai Guerra exudes a warrior-like strength with an ethereal sense of emotional vulnerability. Watching her wield her weapons in the MCU makes for jaw-dropping action cinema. Watching her break down and try to reckon with horrible truths in TWD makes for tear-jerking television. Mila Jovovich. This one's a gimme. We've watched her obliterate the screen as an action hero in the entire dang Resident Evil series. We've seen her acclimate herself perfectly to weird sci-fi scrapes in The Fifth Element, and we've seen her become a low-key nerd culture icon, a status only solidified by her latest video game adaptation, Monster Hunter. It's time to give her a shot at the nerd culture brass ring that is Star Wars. Lucy Lawless. Obviously, Lucy Lawless is a goddamn warrior princess. Xena, if I must be specific. And obviously, she has been excellent in her numerous performances since then, often playing with a refreshing sense of self-awareness in genre works like Ash vs. Evil Dead, Battlestar Galactica, and the Spartacus TV universe. But the biggest reason Lucy Lawless should take Gina Carano's role is because of Lawless's penchant for destroying problematic foes on Twitter. And this replacement would just be too poetic. Carrie Ann Moss. In The Matrix, Carrie Ann Moss is introduced flying in the air, high-kicking a goon while the camera spins around her. In Memento, Carrie Ann Moss is such a relentless force of aggression and power that she makes Guy Pearce punch her because she wanted him to. In Jessica Jones, Carrie Ann Moss proved she can play within non-traditional IP-based streaming shows with aplomb. How has Carrie Ann Moss not played 12 Jedi in The Mandalorian already? Tiana Paris. Tiana Paris is incredible on WandaVision, knocking out both the sitcom performances and conspiracy action thriller sequences in equal measure. She's only going to get more of a chance to shine in the forthcoming Captain Marvel 2. Let's keep that star a-rising and get her swinging a space sword in The Mandalorian. Maggie Q. Even in the indie comedy feature The Argument, Maggie Q possesses power, allure, and devastating intimidation. And this isn't to mention her simply gobsmacking CV of action titles: Mission Impossible 3, Nikita, Live Free or Die Hard, Priest, The Divergent series, Designated Survivor. If Maggie Q shows up as a new Mandalorian character, she will instantly become a mysterious fan favorite, and you can bet on that. Michelle Rodriguez. The Mandalorian is, at its core, a series about finding family. The Fast and Furious franchise is, at its core, a series where characters say the word family once a minute. Michelle Rodriguez is one of the core family members of F&F, and also owns her roles in Machete, Widows, Girl Fight, Resident Evil, and Avatar. You see where I'm going with this, yes? Frankie Adams. On the cult sci-fi TV series The Expanse, Frankie Adams literally plays a member of the Martian Marine Corps. If that doesn't shoot her to the front of the line for The Mandalorian, maybe her experience in fantastical action film Mortal Engines will. Or the fact that she, like Carano, has real-life experience fighting. Adams would be phenomenal in this role, and it would be a great spotlight for any non-Expanse fans to finally appreciate her.